Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. I just want to share with you the shorter time frame chart. In the previous video, I took a look at the daily chart in detail as well. So if you're interested in that, feel free to check the previous video out. We see a little bit of friendly upside as long as the rally, however, from the intraday low, actually it's the Thursday low, isn't it? No, it's the intraday low. That was formed at 56,570, 580, 590, so it depends a little bit on the exchange, but as long as the intraday low is holding, as long as the rally from that intraday low is only in 3 waves and we are not breaking above the initial resistance, it keeps the door open for lower prices more directly as per the yellow scenario. So what's the story here? So obviously we could get one more low in the main support region. Again, if you're a bit confused about that, it makes sense to check out the daily chart first in the previous video, but the main support ends basically at around 50,700. This is still an overall bullish scenario I'm tracking, but the short-term trend is still down. I'm talking about the short-term trend from the 7th of June high. So I need to see more bullish signals to really confirm that the trend on multi-hour charts has changed back to the upside. And I need a 5-wave move to the upside from that. So from this possible low that actually formed on the 5th of July to really believe that the overall low in this correction that started in March is in, I need to see a wave 1. Okay, we've seen that. I need to see a wave 2. We've seen that. I need to see a wave 3. Not complete yet. And it should get to around about 61.5k or higher. Then I need to see a higher low in wave 4 and a wave 5. That might, and the price might reach like 64 to 65k if we get a 5-wave move. It definitely is possible. I'm watching for it. I'm not telling you we don't get it. I would love to see it because we have, I mean, this is part of my overall scenario, right? I want that bullish turnaround. I'm still tracking primarily overall a bullish scenario. It's just that the shorter time frame doesn't give me much confidence yet that we're getting this 5-wave move. Okay, very important. That's just a qualitative assessment. You can say you follow that scenario, but there's a very clear invalidation point, which would be this swing low from Monday, where the price bottomed at 54,400 pretty much. But as I said, you know, as long as we don't see those 5 waves, another low is very likely. And yesterday we arrived at a critical juncture and a key decision point, because we've seen a 5-wave move down from there into the intraday low, as I just said, like 56,590. And from there I added a micro resistance area. I did that earlier today. It's between 58,108 and 59,030. Yes, I haven't drawn it all the way to the low, but the reason for that is that for me, the microstructure here down there is a bit uncertain. So I just give it a bit more space and it's okay. Because, you know, there's lots of stuff like overshooting B waves to the downside and everything, but that's the resistance area, and the rally is clearly only in 3 waves. As long as we stay below resistance and it stays a 3-wave rally, I'm watching for lower. If I see a 5-wave move form here, and if we break above resistance at 59,030, then I will first watch for an extension in wave B, but it definitely keeps the door open for the white count. So again, to believe the white count, I need all 5 waves. And the 3rd wave needs to fulfill some minimum requirements, like getting to 61,500. Then I can add a support zone for wave 4 and 5. So we have to be quite dynamic in this situation. In the very short term, I'm exploring, first of all, primarily if a top is forming here in the resistance area in wave 2. To confirm that wave 2 has topped, I need to see a break below the intraday low. A first indication would be a break below the 56,900 level, this small swing low, but yeah, best would be a break below the intraday low. I see this as a key pivot, line in the sand between further upside extensions in possibly the white count or just an extension in the yellow B wave. and a move down in wave CO4. I hope that makes sense. This is choppy price action, pretty messy. And yeah, because of these overlaps, there are quite a few ways how this can be interpreted. But the levels are clear. We have some levels to watch, especially now that area between 58,100 and 59,030 is relevant. And it's clear that this move to the downside will become less likely with a break above resistance. And it will be invalidated with a break above yesterday's high at 59,560. But bear in mind, it could simply be just like one more high in this yellow wave B, and we might try it again, to go to the downside. That's why price action is so choppy. The short-term price action in the structures here basically warn us that, an upside breakout isn't like necessarily a major bullish signal. It might just be, okay, we arrive directly at the next resistance, which would be here, the larger FIB resistance area between 59,697 and 61,480. And we have a trend line here as well that we need to watch. So that's at the moment what we are watching for on the Bitcoin chart. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.